I'm very excited to tell you that I can't believe that these Easter eggs exist in all 9 cards. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to a new video. You guys really enjoyed my top 9 illustration rares that won't break your bank video, so I'm gonna do one that is a little bit near and dear to my heart this time around, and I'm gonna share with you guys the top 9 alternate arts you can get for under 30 Singapore dollars. I'm actually one of those guys who started collecting Pokemon cards when he was a kid. So base set 2, Fossil, so on and so forth. And then the kid grew up. I stopped for a very long time. I actually didn't bother with Black and White era, the Sun and Moon era. So I only actually came back post-COVID. And I remember the first time I went to Pokemon Center in Jewel, on the shelves there were a lot of Lost Origin booster packs. For some reason I just decided to pick up like 1 or 2 packs, and that was it. That made me come back to Pokemon TCG and enjoy the hobby once again. I started researching to understand it a bit more, so that is why alternate arts are so near and dear to my heart, because Sword and Shield was my first love back in Pokemon TCG. I just want to preface this by saying that loving a card's art and loving art in general is subjective. Once again, this is my opinion, and if you guys have any other cards that you particularly enjoy, feel free to comment down below what they are. I'd love to hear it. And also, because the budget is 30 Singapore dollars and below, I'm very limited to my choices, but I'm very excited to tell you that besides it being 30 Singapore dollars and below, I can't believe that these Easter eggs exist in all 9 cards. I don't know if you're able to spot them, but of course I'm gonna reveal what the Easter eggs are at the end of the video, and at the end of the video I'm also gonna review my 3 honorable mentions for those who prefer 12 slot binders. For cards 1 to 8, they are not in any particular order, but I do have a favorite, and it is the last card that I'm gonna mention. It's card number 9. So without further ado, let's get to the cards. So card number 1, it is the Golurk V from Evolving Skies. There are many alternate arts in Evolving Skies, and most of them are evolutions. But this one right here, this one is affordable. This one comes in at about 26 Singapore dollars. You know what I love about this card? This card not only fits into the budget, but it also fits in another theme that I enjoy, which is working Pokemon. For my personal binder, which I'll share with you guys in the future, every page is kind of themed. And card number 2 is the Tornadus V alternate art from Chillin' Rain. So Chillin' Rain is one of those series that was very unpopular when Sword and Shield was still being printed. I don't know why. I really enjoy the arts from Chillin' Rain. They have the Galarian Moltres, which is super duper expensive. They also have the Gold Snorlax, which I particularly enjoy, and they also have the Galarian Slowking. They're pretty nice arts, but those are really expensive and out of the budget. By the way, I know we are only 2 cards in, but have you spotted the Easter eggs yet? If you have, comment down below. Coming in at 30 Singapore dollars, this is right on the budget. If you're looking to pay market price for a good binder copy condition one, then you can expect to pay around 30 Singapore dollars for it. Alright, moving on to card number 3. It is the Honchkrow V alternate art from Brilliant Stars. So Brilliant Stars is dominated by the Charizard, but this one in particular, this one is super duper affordable, and it's so beautiful. Like, it's just a Honchkrow perching on a branch, overlooking the landscape and protecting the Murkrows. In the background, you can see the mountains, the clouds, and the forest. It's pleasing on the eye. It's not overly vibrant. There's actually a cheaper one that's upcoming, but this is one of the more affordable ones, coming in at around 15 Singapore dollars. It's an alternate art you can consider for your binder. And now moving forward to number 4, we have the Medicham V from, once again, Evolving Skies. Okay, I'm pretty sure that some of you guys have already picked up on what the Easter eggs are, but if you guys haven't noticed it already, here's a big hint. Look at the surrounding. Look at what you notice besides the art and the landscape. What else do you notice besides the main Pokemon? That's a big hint already, alright? If you still don't know what I'm talking about, stick around to the end. I'll reveal it soon. Another affordable one from Evolving Skies, and another underrated one from Evolving Skies. Not the most popular fighting type Pokemon. I used to play a lot of Pokemon Go. Speaking of Pokemon Go, there might be a collab with one of my friends who's also a YouTuber upcoming, so stay tuned for that, okay? He's just doing a whoop moveset, and at only 23 Singapore dollars, be sure to snap it up if you find it at any trade shows. Okay, moving on to card number 5, and this one is the cheapest alternate art from Sword and Shield you can find, and this one is a fairly hot take one. I think most people won't like this, but I actually find the art very, very beautiful. It is the Skuntank V from Silver Tempest. I do have a confession to make. This card took me 2 looks, okay? It actually grew on me on a second look, and it really grew on me as I kept looking at it and like realizing, hey, there's a lot of details in this art, and there's 2 Skuntanks, there's flowers, there's like trees, and there are 2 Easter eggs at the back. By now you should already know what they are. Not the most popular Pokemon. I think that's why it's so affordable, this card. A set that is heavily carried by the Lugia. This is the most commonly pulled alternate arts from Silver Tempest. At 10 Singapore dollars, I mean, it's kind of an easy pickup for me. It goes straight into my binder. And yeah, so moving on to card number 6. And another one from Chillin' Rain. It is the Ice Rider Calyrex. So the other option that I had was the Shadow Rider Calyrex, but upon closer inspection, I kind of like the art of the Ice Rider Calyrex. I think it's a subjective kind of thing because art is subjective. It's really up to you. They are about the same price. I'm giving you 2 options right here. And moving on to card number 7. Is the Hisuian Sneasler V alternate art. Astral Radiance is another series that has a lot of beautiful cards. At the background, you can see silhouettes of 2 flying Pokemon, which I don't know. I'm gonna guess that they are Pidgeots. I don't know, man. You guys give it a guess. Yeah, it's very pleasing on the eye. Okay, this one is also a little bit more expensive. It's pushing 30 Singapore dollars, so around $29. But it is a very beautiful card, and I definitely recommend you picking it up for your binder. Alright, moving on. We are at the penultimate card, card number 8, and it is the Regidrago V alternate art from Silver Tempest. So the second Silver Tempest entry in this list. I really particularly like this slightly darker overtone art where Regidrago blends nicely into ruins, and I think most people don't notice this unless you really look at the card and study it. But do you see a legendary bird at the background? Yeah, when I looked at this card, I was like, damn, I like this art. I really like this art. Super duper underrated, and at around $28, if it's not something that really speaks to you, I would say you don't have to spend that money on this card. You have better options out there. Moving on to card number 9, and it is my favorite alternate art from Sword and Shield, and it is the Hisuian Lilligan V from Astral Radiance. What a beautiful card. I always appreciate a card that is firstly cute and really pleasing on the eye, and this Hisuian Lilligan art just checks all my boxes. I don't actually know what it's doing. Maybe it's skiing on the glacier or it's visiting all its ice friends. Okay, it's time for the big reveal. Alright, if you haven't guessed it already what the Easter eggs are, it is that all 9 cards that I mentioned at least have a second Pokemon in there. There are so many other Pokemon in the background. There's Spheal, there's a Pachirisu, and there are 3 Starlies sitting on a tree. And what a perfect card. This card is very rare. It might take you a while to search for it, but at $26, it is must-have for my binder, and I hope that it's a must-have for your binder as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the 9 alternate art cards that I shared, and for the 12 slot binder folks, once again, I didn't forget about you. Here are my 3 honorable mentions. And there you have it, 9 incredible and high quality alternate arts that you can get for under 30 Singapore dollars. And they all feature at least 2 Pokemon in the art. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications so you can get alerted to when I upload my next video. And also, because we're gonna keep doing this budget-friendly series moving forward, feel free to comment down below what kind of cards do you want to see next. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!